This is how a Ukrainian drone hit an airbase in the heart of Russia. Last night, it was mutual attacks. Moscow has launched dozens of drones against Ukrainian territory, where its troops are also advancing in Zaporiyia. The nuclear power plant in that region is still in Russian hands, and Tran wants to take control of it as a guarantee of security for Ukraine. Zelensky has accepted the 30-day ceasefire that Tran has proposed, and that would affect the energy sector. The two have spoken on the phone. It was their first contact after the tense meeting in the Oval Office 3 weeks ago. Drones have been flying over the airspace of Ukraine again this evening. Moscow has sent 171 devices. Most have been neutralized, 138, but those that have escaped the air defenses have managed to kill 3 people, one in the province of Gershon, another in Jacob, and another in Zaporiyia has responded with 130 drones, and according to Russian sources, one of them has caused a fire next to an airbase that housed bomber aircraft. The small steps of diplomacy, as we see, are not yet noticeable on the ground. This weekend, the US and Ukrainian delegations are supposed to meet again in Saudi Arabia to resume negotiations. Last night at a press conference, Zelensky commented that he spoke with Trump about the Zaporiyia nuclear power plant. The United States would like its property and argues that having more interests in Ukraine, it will put more effort into ensuring that peace prevails in this country. The Kremlin says expert-level negotiations between Russia and the United States and Saudi Arabia will continue in the coming days, probably at the beginning of next week. The delegations intend to discuss Trump's proposal to extend the partial truce to attacks on energy facilities to the Black Sea. They have said about Europe that it has become the party of war and that its militarization plans contradict the current climate in Russia and the United States. This Thursday, here they claim to have shot down more than 130 drones in a new massive Ukrainian attack. According to the Ministry of Defense, 50 have been shot down in the Russian region of Saratov. There are 2 people injured, and a hospital, and about 30 houses damaged. Not far from there, Russia has an important strategic aviation base that houses the nuclear-capable Tupolev 160 bombers.
This is the first time they have spoken about their famous meeting, or rather disagreement, in the Oval Office. 3 weeks after this moment, Trump and Zelensky are on the phone again. It has been an hour-long conversation in which they have made progress towards peace between Kyiv and Moscow. Trump describes it as great, and in it they have harmonized, he says, the requests and needs of Russia and Ukraine. We are on the right track, he points out. The White House asks the Ukrainian president to take charge of controlling the power plants, mainly to ensure their safety. In return, a candy keeps supplying intelligence information that threatened to suspend Zelensky. He explained that Ukraine will draw up a list of facilities and that it will include railway and port infrastructure. They have also talked about Zaporiyia, the nuclear power plant occupied by Russia. Kyiv is open to the participation of the United States in its modernization and investment if it is returned to Ukraine. Trump already spoke with Putin on Tuesday. A couple of agreements come out of that call. One, the exchange of prisoners, the 175 on each side, and 2, Russia's commitment not to attack Ukraine's power plants, although during these days they have continued to take place. What the Kremlin is not contemplating at the moment is the 1-month ceasefire suggested by Washington, although after these talks, all the parties believe that steps are being taken on the road to peace. Russian forces have not stopped bombing various targets in the Donbass in recent hours. We are now in Kramatorsk, in the center of this city, where several objectives have been achieved. All around us, we still see the flames, the smoke, the destruction. There is a huge destruction all around us, both in industrial facilities and in residential buildings. Also today, targets in the neighboring town of Sloviansk have been attacked. At the moment, the war does not give truce. The bombardments are intensifying without concrete, without the possibility of a ceasefire materializing.